There are some simple ways to clean and maintain the behind-the-ear style hearing aid. First, starts with using a cloth to wipe down the device. This removes any lint, hair follicles, wax, or anything that may have made its way onto the hearing aid during the day. If you feel like you need something more than just a lint-free cloth, you can try using an audio wipe, which is just a damp cloth that can remove some extra things that maybe the lint-free cloth didn't get. The next thing that can be used is this little brush. On this brush, you have the brush portion and a little wire loop. The brush can be used over those microphone openings to remove any debris that may have gotten into the microphones. The loop portion can be used to get any wax out of this ear mold that may have accumulated during the day. Brushing the microphones and removing the wax will help to maintain the hearing aids. The next option is to use a blower to get any moisture out of the tubing and out of the ear mold that could have accumulated. As you can see, this piece of tubing has a little bit of white in it right now to simulate what it's like when you have some moisture in your devices. The next thing that can be used is a little air blower. If you notice that there's any sort of moisture in your tubing, it may be a good idea to use a blower and blow the moisture out. This tubing can be removed from the ear hook just by giving it a little bit of a tug. And then the blower gets put in the top of the tubing and is used to push out any moisture that may be in the device. Additionally, the blower can be used in the vent portion of the ear mold to push out any moisture or debris that may have gotten there. After using the blower, the ear mold tubing goes right back onto that ear hook. Notice on these devices that on this side, this tubing is a little bit older and is tough to the touch. You can also see that there's some white stuff that has made its way into the tubing that the blower was not able to get out. When your tubing gets tough or hard, instead of being soft and pliable, that means that it's time to have the tubing changed. That usually occurs about every 3 to 6 months. So every 3 to 6 months, you want to see your audiologist for them to go ahead and take this tubing off and replace it with a new piece that's soft and pliable and doesn't have any debris in it. When there is debris in the tubing, that can affect the sound quality of the hearing aid. So I'm going to show you that by going ahead and putting a battery in this hearing aid. With a battery in the device, but also debris in the tubing and a tough tubing, you can see that we don't have sound coming from the hearing aid. However, in a hearing aid with soft, pliable tubing and no debris in the tube, we can hear a good, strong sound coming from the device. Anytime that you have a BTE style hearing aid, and you've gone ahead and done the basic maintenance on it, but you're still not getting a clear sound quality, it's a good time to come see your audiologist and see if your tubing needs to be changed. The tubing can make a world of difference in the sound quality of your hearing aid.